result is completely different. Yeah, what I...
Hi, I'm Gary Fishman. I coordinate RCI's investor relations. I'm here today with our CEO, Eric Langen. You may hear or see forward-looking statements that involve risk and uncertainties. Actual results may differ materially from those currently anticipated. We disclaim any obligation to update information disclosed in this presentation. I also direct you to the explanation of non-GAAP financial measures that we use and are included in our presentation. Now I'd like to introduce Eric, our CEO.
All right, thank you, Gary. Everybody? My CFO was actually supposed to be here today, but he had food poisoning last night and is up in his hotel room. So I got this about 4 hours ago, so I'll do my best. It's great to be back at NobleCon. Last time we were here was 2014. Back then, sales were about $120 million, and the stock was around $10 a share. For the 12 months ended in December, sales were $219 million, and recently our share price has been trading in the $60 to $65 range. We built a strong portfolio of hospitality venues. Our largest segment is nightclubs, where we own 49 clubs in 13 states, many in the top markets like New York, Chicago, Dallas, and many top brands in those markets, such as the Tootsie's Cabaret and Scarlett's Cabaret here in Miami. 9 years ago, we launched Bombshells, a fast-growing mainstream chain of sports bars and restaurants. Today, we have 11 company-owned locations in Texas, with more on the way, and we are approved to franchise in all 50 states. Growth in both segments is driven by our ability to deliver quality entertainment experience. 4 decades of experience in hospitality, property development, finance, and focus on generating free cash flow. We believe we put together a great business. High gross margins, fast cash conversion cycles, low maintenance CapEx enable us to generate strong free cash flow. There are high barriers to entry. Adult use licenses are grandfathered in most places. The licenses are physically tied to the real estate, and municipalities are very hesitant to issue or do not issue new ones. That's why we buy existing clubs with proven track records in most places and have very limited competition in those markets. In our Bombshells business, we've spent years developing the concept. New locations cost about $6 million to develop, so it's not an inexpensive venture to compete with. We also own most of our real estate, which provides us low occupancy costs relative to our peers, and our businesses are not beholden to property owners. Real estate ownership also facilitates access to bank financing, which helps with we use for acquisitions. Key to RCI is our capital allocation strategy. Prior to 2016, we were focused on growth for growth's sake. We bought and opened as many locations as possible, but we didn't generate the shareholder value we wanted. Then a large investor introduced us to the book The Outsiders by William Thorndike. He had studied companies that focused on generating free cash flow per share, how they allocated the cash that they generated, and how they used it to generate more cash. Since fiscal 2016, our goal has been to generate free cash flow growth of 10 to 15% compound on an annual basis per share. Well, we have 3 core strategies. M&A focused on buying the right nightclubs in the right markets. We like to buy good, solid cash flowing clubs at a 3 to 5 time adjusted EBITDA using seller financing and debt, and we acquire the real estate at market value. Our organic growth strategy is based on methodically expanding Bombshells. We want to develop critical mass, increase market awareness, and sell franchises. Our objective in both M&A and organic growth is annual cash-on-cash returns of at least 25 to 33%. Our share buyback strategy, which is our third leg, is based on acquiring shares when our free cash flow yield is more than 10%. As announced last week, we've repurchased more than 55,000 shares in second quarter and third quarter to date for approximately $3.4 million at an average price of $62.02 a share. To implement our capital allocation strategy, we had to undergo a major corporate transformation. In addition to changing our approach to club acquisitions and restaurant development to improve cash-on-cash returns, we initiated ongoing efforts at investing in the right people, systems, and processes. Improving the analysis of our performance, disposing of underperforming assets and reinvesting that capital, and instead of selling equity, focusing on using debt to finance acquisitions. We believe all of this makes RCI a highly scalable and very disciplined capital allocator dedicated to growing both the quantity and quality of our free cash flow. Since we implemented our capital allocation strategy, our business and acquisitions have performed in line or exceeded expectations. Free cash flow has grown 16% on a compounded annual basis. Free cash flow conversion rate has expanded 750 basis points. Average fourth quarter revenue per location increased 9% on a compounded annual basis. And we reduced shares outstanding by 2.4% on a compound annual basis, we eliminated all existing convertible debentures. Given our revenue and cash flow run rate exiting last year, we are excited about the potential for this year and beyond. Nightclub sales last year increased 55%. Operating margin was 32% GAAP and 41% on a non-GAAP basis. Income from operations reached $44 million and a record $56 million in non-GAAP. I'd like to point out that it wasn't until the second half of last year, and in some cases even as late as the fourth quarter, that all of our clubs were open fully under their normal full operating hours without any restrictions due to COVID. I'd also like to note that growth over the years has come from improving our club portfolio by disposing of the underperformers, acquiring better performing locations, and focusing on cash returns. We expect to achieve significant growth by acquiring more clubs. We estimate there are about 2,200 legal clubs in the United States. Approximately 500 meet our qualifications for acquisition. It's a highly fragmented industry, and we are one of the largest players, but our market share is still minimal. Many club owners are of the age where they want to sell. We believe we are the strategic acquirer of choice. We believe we're the best capitalized entity in the industry. We're able to give sellers more cash up front than competitors, and we're also the only publicly traded company in the industry and have access to normal commercial bank financing. In the first quarter of this fiscal year, we acquired 12 clubs, expanding our number of locations by more than 30%. Pre-pandemic, these clubs generated $40 million in revenue and $14 million in adjusted EBITDA. Our current target is to buy clubs that can add an additional $20 million in adjusted EBITDA in fiscal 2023. We're also harnessing new technology to drive club traffic. In early March, we began the rollout of Bitcoin acceptance at our clubs, starting right here in South Florida at our flagship Tootsie's and Starlets clubs. Acceptance has been really good, particularly in light of all the crypto-related investment conferences that have taken place in Miami. Earlier this month, we announced a guest benefits NFT program called Tip and Strip. We expect it to go to mint and sale out sometime later this quarter. This will be the ultimate party pass with an annual party at Tootsie's, access to other private parties, VIP experiences, and a wide range of other benefits. We are also developing AdmireMe, a social media platform similar to OnlyFans. It enables entertainers at our clubs to post content and receive payment from their admirers so they can build their internet business as well as their club business. We are currently in full beta testing with a soft launch plan later this quarter. We're excited about Bombshells. Bombshells is a next generation sports bar restaurant. It continues the best of the traditional sports bars and casual dining. We have 4 day parts: our lunch crowd, our happy hour, our dinner, and our late night, which all help drive high average volume per unit and industry-leading margins. Bombshells are immediately recognizable with our military theme and red, white, and blue branding. The target size is 10 to 12,000 square feet, including an outdoor patio. We feature a fun, friendly environment. We attract men, women, singles, couples, and families of all ages and backgrounds, including millennials, and veterans get a 20% discount on all meals. Bombshells generated record results in fiscal 21, capping off an excellent 5-year track record. Revenues hit $56.6 million and have grown at a compounded annual rate of 32% since 2017. Units grew from 5 at the end of 2017 to 10 at the end of 2021. And operating margin before corporate overhead was 23.4% and has expanded more than 700 basis points. Income from operations totaled $13.3 million with a compounded annual growth rate of more than 44%. Our near-term target is 20 company locations and a growing number of franchisees over the next 3 years. In early December, we opened 11 locations, our 11th location near Six Flags and AT&T Stadium in the Dallas area. In March, we closed on our property for our 12th location, and we are currently under contract to buy our 13th location. We are actively looking for 7 other sites in Dallas, Austin, Phoenix, and South Florida markets. We signed our first franchisee in fiscal 21, and they purchased the rights to develop 3 locations in San Antonio, Texas. Their first location is expected to open soon, and they have identified a second site. We are actively talking with other potential franchisees in other markets in Texas and in other states. Within 2 to 3 years, we hope to have a total of at least 26 company-owned stores and company-owned and franchise stores. Longer term, we believe the potential, immediate potential is 80 to 100 locations around the country. We think we have a great story. Thank you for listening today. I'll be happy to take any questions at this time. I'm sorry? Oh. Mm-hmm. No, we typically buy the business and the real estate and all of our, yes. We own probably, I don't know the exact percentage now with our recent acquisition, but probably around 90% of our locations, we own the real estate. Yes. I'm sorry? Who was the founder? Robert Waters was actually the founder. I bought him out in 1999, and he retired. I have no idea. Rick's was actually formed in 1983. I was 15 years old in the 9th grade, my freshman year. I've heard stories, but there's a million stories. I think the most logical one was the place that was the original Rick's Cabaret. For 9 months before it was turned into a strip club, it was called Rick's Disco. And I think they just kept it. I just think they kept the sign and put cabaret instead of disco underneath of it. No, it was in Houston, Texas. Well, I mean, basically, we're looking at buying at least $20 million additional EBITDA from nightclubs. We're going to continue to buy or build new Bombshells. Our goal right now is to open a Bombshells every 2 months, starting in 2023, increasing that by the end of 2025 to we're opening new Bombshells every month. Whether they're franchise locations or company locations will depend on how quick our franchising ramps up. If our franchising ramps up, similar to other companies that we've followed in the industry, we'll start a second team. So we'll have a franchise team that will only open franchise locations, and we'll have a team that will only open company stores. We'll continue to do at least 6 company stores every year and could get up to 12 to 18 franchise stores a year, going to 25, 26, 27. We're currently negotiating with 5 different franchising groups right now. 3 are in site selection mode, which means they've been approved by us. 2 are still in the approval process. If we can find a location that will meet our criteria that we'll approve for them, which is required to have a location because the franchise agreement has to be tied to a specific location. Once they got their locations locked down and with rights to purchase and have cleared the zoning hurdles, then we'll end up issuing license agreements with them, so we'll franchise those locations. Some in Texas and some outside of Texas. I think our earliest one will probably be in Alabama. It's an Alabama operator. They'll do a 3-store deal for Alabama, or maybe 5 stores. We're in negotiations with them now. We'll probably have them do 3. They'll end up doing 5 stores, I think. But they'll start out in the major markets of Huntsville, Birmingham, and Mobile. And then I think they'll do additional store in Mobile and additional store in Birmingham more than likely. Right. Yeah, well, if you look at the adult side, so there's not a lot of large companies. The ones that are out there are not extremely well funded right now, especially coming out of COVID. Uh, they've got partners that are sending their kids to private school. They have capital needs outside where RCI, we earn $1, we keep $1. Our shareholders get increased stock price value. So we're able to take those dollars and reinvest them as rapidly as possible. Currently, I don't have the exact number, but I'm going to guess we ended the quarter in the 35 to 40 million cash range. We had 18 million at the end of the last fiscal quarter. Obviously, we bought three plus million in stock. We bought a property for $7 million cash. I mean, we are printing cash right now. It's probably this last quarter was one of the best quarters. March was the best month we've ever had. We're running the numbers for April. Current run rate 280 plus million. Maybe closer to 300 million. As Adam predicts 300 million. I'm a little more conservative, or tend to be a little more conservative, but his numbers, I've been beating his numbers, so it's hard to say. Our management team is doing unbelievable right now, and so I don't know, but yes, definitely we'll just continue to buy. There's multiple club operators out there, and we'll continue to just keep trying to buy them out. Who knows? It's not legal in most of our states right now. We have talked with different groups that are willing to give us, kiosks and stuff like that going into the future, into our sports bars or even into our nightclubs. At some point, it's going to head that way, I think. But we're 3 years, I think. In Texas, I mean, that's our largest market. We could be as many as 5 years away from sports betting in Texas. Who knows? There's big coalitions that fight gambling every year in Texas, so we'll just have to see if Oklahoma and Louisiana definitely do not want any type of gambling in Texas right now. But I think over time we would head in that direction. I'm not anti-gambling, that's for sure.
Discover the new Google Reviews NFC drone. Generating new and more Google reviews has never been.
Sure. Well, when you compare us to casual dining, you forget that we're an experienced restaurant. So we're not. While we're getting thrown in with Brinker and Darden and those things, those are places you go to eat. You're not going to get entertained there. Our Bombshells, our restaurants are an entertainment complex. You come to be entertained, whether it's by the girls, whether it's by the sports on the television, and sports have been, really taken off again. I guess we all kind of got locked down for COVID, and so everybody's out in the experience again. They're going to the games, but the difference is, you can sit at home and watch it. You say, well, you can sit at home and watch. Yes, but you miss the atmosphere of it. The other thing is Bombshells, our late night crowd is a 25 to 35-year-old crowd. And that 25 to 35-year-old crowd is not into things. They don't have to have they're not as concerned about the Gucci shirts and the high-end clothing and the shoes. Well, maybe the tennis shoes, but basically they want experiences, and that's the thing that we create for them. We're the meet and greet place. I call it the meet and greet place. So what happens is a group of guys are going out. They're going to go pregame. They're going to come to Bombshells. They're going to grab some snacks. They're going to drink the drinks because they're a little cheaper than the upscale nightclubs. And then the girls do the same thing, and we cater our menu to the females, so especially our drink menus. So we have the big fruity drinks, the big red margaritas and daiquiris and all types of fruity drinks that bring the girls in. And what happens are the girls come to pregame because they're going to go to the nightclub. As soon as they get to the nightclub, the guys are going to hit on them, so they want to get a couple drinks first. They got to buy their own drinks to get pregame, so they want to go where the drinks are a little bit cheaper. So they come to Bombshells, and they may eat a little bit as well. And what happens is the girls and the guys are there. We have a DJ comes in about 9 o'clock. The music gets much louder. Our older crowd leaves. The 25, 35-year-old crowd moves in. And what happens, they end
Making
up
lumpia.
meeting each other at Bombshells, and they never make it to the high-end nightclub. They end up staying there.
Already baked my turkey. I already have turkey this week. All week long I have turkey.
Anywhere from 80 cents to $2.85, and $7.95 to $14.
I bake half of the breast and I only have half turkey.
Miami, we've looked
The
at
legs and the wings, I make them stew.
that we were in LOIs on, and at
Parang
40 some
it's like
dollars a foot.
adobo turkey.
In 3 weeks,
I feel like I want some like dry kind of thing. But the breast I baked it. That's what I've been eating for lunch at work.
If you're familiar with this market went from nobody looking for property to everybody paying.
I work
50% what it was
Thanksgiving.
for it in literally a 3-week period.
You working
And so we kind of
Thanksgiving?
moved out of Miami, went back to Houston and Dallas. We did 2 locations there in Dallas.
Yeah, we have a choice to not to work, but I work.
We're building in Dallas, our property in Rowlett, Texas.
When you
right
don't
now.
have
There's a
any,
hotel
you
right next
know,
door to us.
kind of
So
family around,
I'm not really in
so
the hotel business.
might as well work.
I don't want to get into that business. I
Not
don't think.
that cooking.
We're in the cash flow business. Obviously, if the cash flow is right, we would look at it. But our expertise is really is in the bar business, selling liquor. Our restaurants are really bars that have just really high quality, high quantity of food. When we're doing,
I
our
think
top
I cooked my
locations are
turkey
65% liquor,
Sunday.
35% food. Our
No,
average location
Saturday.
is probably 50% food, 50% liquor. Yeah, I know they have bars and stuff in them, but I don't think it's just a different concept than what we do.
Oh my God, that hurts. I got Charlie horse in my ankle. Yeah. So, what part of America are you, Kevin? So, and then how did you know how to make? How do you know how to make lumpia? Oh, okay. You're in New Jersey? I used to live in New York. I moved like years ago. So I had turkey Friday, and I just have half though, but it's a big turkey. So I cut up the legs and the thighs and the bones. I make some. The bones I cooked it with carrots and cabbage. Oh, it's so good. And I have some lots of onion springs in the backyard because I do garden. So I put that. It's so good. My cabbage and carrots and green onion leaves. It's not really it's not like the regular onions. It is Egyptian walking onions. It's very small. You can't see that in the grocery stores. I think it's only for kind of people that who like garden or something, because I never seen walking onion in the store. But anyway, hi Lani. Hi Dio. I don't make much lumpia because I don't really like it. I don't know why. You know, I grew up in the Philippines, but um because we're poor, we don't really make any lumpias. I only eat lumpia when I move here in United States, but when I was in the Philippines, I never eaten lumpia. But yeah, back to the turkey. I got turkey Friday, and I cut up the legs and the thighs and the wings, so I make them stew. But I baked though. I baked it. I cooked it like a. I don't know if you heard chicken adobo. It's kind of like that. It's kind of dry. And there you call, and yeah, it was so good. I've been eating it for days and days. No, yesterday I have the legs, and I didn't finish the all of the legs because it's so huge. Legs is so huge. So I got eat the rest of the yesterday. Hi, Neil. And yeah, I already eaten my turkey this week. Really? Why? You know, I don't believe so like that though. It's a math. Why would you be sleepy? I think the reason why you're sleepy is because you overeat. That's what happened. That's what happened. Um, that's why you feel sleepy because you overeat Thanksgiving. That's how it is. So I gotta make coffee. I wake up a bit late, but some coffee. Probably too much. Exactly. Exactly. You have so much um food. That's what happened to me when I eat so much food. I feel sleepy. So I don't think it's just like that turkey make you sleepy. But yes, coffee. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna make some coffee. It's I think it's like 10 a.m. now, so you lived in New York. Where do you live now? It's in my profile. I put it in there where I live now. Kevin. Live in Whitehall. If you know where either. Um, I moved I used to live in New York for like 15 years. 15 years. And gotta have fresh brew coffee. And I moved in here in Midwest. That's what I don't think it's Midwest or something, but and how did you get into my channel? How did you stumble into my channel and hit this channel, Kevin? Oh, getting ready for work. I don't know. So a pretty lady click the button. Pretty lady, huh? Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Pretty old lady. I'm an old lady. Kids are grown and everything, so I'm old. Mm. Be back agad. Oh, you're young. You're young still, Kevin. I'm older than you are. You're only 10 years old, 11 years older than one of my kids. I went to your profile and you got the beautiful little dog. Oh, that's Bella. I'm about to get, I have a dog before. I have a white German Shepherd. I had to get rid of it because when I sold my house, I went to apartment and she's getting old and she doesn't know where to go. So I got to put her down. Then I'm about to get another dog. And my daughter's dog. She doesn't want it, so I'll have her dog. you don't have videos, put some videos in it so people can go visit your. Put some videos in it. Dogs are the best. Exactly. Truth. Ever truth. I have her for like, I think 12 years. That was my daughter's dog too, when she was younger. And now she have another dog, and she said she doesn't want it, so she's gonna give it to me. It's true. So here's the fresh coffee now. Mm. But me, I have to have my dirty. No, this is a gotta I gotta deworm. It's a walnut uh tincture and homemade oregano. I'm into Harold. That's why you look. Yeah, coffee. And it. Mm. So I put my dog down, but she was old though. I live in an apartment. I sold my house and then I went to apartment, and then I got another house, so I want to have another dog. Because it costs you when you live in apartment, it costs you money to have a dog because you have to pay for rent for the dog. But it's not that the reason that I got rid of her. She was blind and deaf, and she would defecate all over now because she doesn't know now the routine, so it's new routine for her. It's okay, gotta move on. It's a while back though. It's been like uh, almost 5 years. But I'm gonna get another dog. But not until I come back from the Philippines. I'm going to the Philippines. Okay, happy Thanksgiving to you and enjoy your day. Thank you for tuning in, Kevin. I had a pleasure talking to you. Bye. So here's the turkey leg that I was eating. Trash. Trash. Three cozy socks for 2 pairs of cozy socks. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you. Thank you for coming to Million in the House. Make a live shout out to you guys. I hope it will close. It doesn't look like it's gonna close. I think it doesn't fit in the white one. Yes, it doesn't fit. I guess I just have to put it in here. Lunch. Hi everyone, love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. Particular rules. And if you buy two, she's your girlfriend, bro. She's your girlfriend.
The more you know. Okay, moving along to the Clippers.
Hey, everyone. So, we're here, you guys. Gonna break it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.